Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be sharing 3 fundamental things that you need to know before entering KvK in the Conquest season. This information is also useful for Legendary season. Experienced player probably already know most of this, but if you're new to Conquest KvK, this video will be super informative for you. The first thing we're going to be talking about here is the tower game, and the reason why I emphasize that a lot is because it's probably going to be the most important part of people's helping out in KvK. This one, everybody can help out, and all you need is teleport, and if you don't know where you can farm teleport, you have to do Mysterium pretty much every 2 days. And I recommend to get teleport from there so you can teleport around and construct and destroy the towers, because I don't want to be seeing people sending 5-minute marches, 10-minute marches, 20-minute marches as the most recent one I've seen, and it was insta kick for me, and it got me really angry because it kind of like compromised our strategy where we are on the map. You can basically see the line from far away, and enemy can just park their castle in the middle of nowhere and suddenly see the line all the way from somewhere to another place, and that can keep away our positions, our strategy. So you have to emphasize this a lot. You might want to have a scapegoat for the first time to make an example of, because this is very important. If you want to be sneaky, you want to chain tower somewhere, you have to have people teleport in and not sending their marches from long distance away just to construct or destroy the tower. The second thing I want to talk about here is information and communication. A lot of people coming into the game and they don't want to read information or chats, because sometimes when you see on the chat you have 99 notifications and stuff like that. I don't think people want to be scrolling through all of that, and it's important to resend information every now and then, or repost information like this one right here. Just make sure people get it and know information will be out. And also you can use the mail, but I think Alliance mail is a little bit not so good, right? Because they get pushed down because of, for example, like if you have official post appointment, they're gonna be pushing that down, and Alliance more gonna push that down. So the best thing you can rely on is using Discord for your Alliance, or a chat like this one that we have here, where the leadership is posting information for players to basically catch up with what's going on. And if you have any question, it's very important that you ask when, why, and like whatever, right? So ask question before you do anything. Sometimes you have a tower on the map that should not be building, and you suddenly see a lot of people just send their marches to build, which can cause trouble for the leadership, because you're probably going to need that for chaining instead of having them build. And yes, I've seen a lot of miscommunication through my time, and I'm not perfect myself. I've done a lot of stupid stuff. So keep in mind, ask questions before you do anything. Look out for information you see from the chat tab right here, or ask on any of the R5 if there are anything that they should be doing, or if there anything that you can do, because a lot of this time people just jump here and then, oh, they see that we are fighting over here, and then people just jump the gun, and then they basically stood there for nothing for 10-15 minutes while just stay in the bubble while you could be doing something else, right? So that is something that people have to realize, that okay, sometimes it's not for them. Ask information what you do. Maybe if you have a good leadership, they will tell you what you can do next. So the third thing I will be talking about in this video is fighting and know your limit, because why would you, as a march of like 400k, 500k, jump into a fight where there are like 900k marches in there? It's like you're basically going to feed some hunters, like for example this one right here. I didn't know any better. I just sent my march, and suddenly I'm feeding a lot of honors, and that's not what you should be doing, because keep in mind, when you do attack, you'll lose your bubble, and you're probably gonna get zeroed, right, by a stronger player. So keep in mind, you have to teleport strategically, behind one of your whales, that you can be like a backup for, you know, try to block teleportations or relocations and stuff like that. Definitely would be a good thing to help with that. But when it comes to fighting, let your whales fight the whales, and you can pick your fight whenever there are other people at the same size as you, between like minus 100k or plus 100k depending on your STP, right? I think that should be like a good threshold to look at when you're fighting. Can you be beating people over 70k marches? For example, this one right here, I can just put my main here and then I can perform like this, and I know I will be performing. That's why I can join. But if, for example, I had marches like 300k, why would I be attacking somebody that's 900k, right? It doesn't make sense, and you will just be in the way for the whales unless they're asking you to stay near so you can block relocations and teleportations and take the empty space whenever it's needed. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're doing fighting. Know your limit, what your march can do. For example, my march right here, just a quick example. I know my march can beat marches that are over 1 million. I'm very confident in it, and that's why I can join it. But if I see somebody with 1.1 million, that's no, I'm basically done for. I won't be able to beat them, and then I would just be in the way. And why would I be in the way when somebody else can fight them instead, right? So that's something that you need to be thinking about when you're doing all of this. And I think all in all, throughout this video, 3 fundamentals, if you know all of this, you should be fine. Keep in mind, this video is for the newer players. If you're an experienced player, you can just skip the whole thing. And I'm probably going to be making more video about this kind of content when the legendary season comes with the new professions and stuff like that. But for this video specifically, it's more directed towards people that are coming into the Conquest season. So yeah, what do you guys think about my fundamental tips? Are there anything that you wanted to add in here? If so, please write it in the comment section so everybody can see it as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks you guys for watching, and see you guys in the next one.